Very good afternoon to folks joining us from MENA region and good evening to those from South Asia and Far East. I'm Amrita Nayak, Program Director at XCD. Extremely happy to connect with you and thank you for taking out time and interest in the HR Business Leadership Program offered by Cornell University. Once again, appreciate your time to learn about this program, to enroll for it, to think about what it might be like for you, your career, or the network of people that you will connect with as part of this program. Today, we're extremely glad to have with us Catherine, who's joining us from Ithaca, New York. And before I hand over the mic to Catherine, I would just like to share a few thoughts. As businesses are realigning, HR function is evolving and rapidly changing. HR is moving to a more strategic role. And to thrive in this ever-changing complex ecosystem, HR leaders need new set of skills and expertise which this program is designed to offer. We are overwhelmed with the participants enrolling for HBLP. We have participants from diverse industries comprising of CHRO, head HR, vice president, directors, CEO, to just name a few. The average work experience of these participants is approx 19 years. To give you a better understanding about the program, I will call upon Catherine Perkins, who is the director at Cornell. Catherine has several years of experience in designing and delivering educational solutions for clients across the globe. A native of England, Catherine enjoys traveling, visiting art museums, gourmet cooking, and dancing. So without any further ado, I hand over the mic to Catherine. Catherine, over to you.
Thank you for that wonderful introduction. And I am delighted to be here representing Cornell and this wonderful program that we have developed in partnership with XCD. If you give me 1 second, I am going to share my screen so you can see my slides. And let's hope all the technology works.
Yes, we're able to see the slides.
There we go. Okay, let's taking a moment to get started there. So greetings from Ithaca, New York, where home to the beautiful Cornell campus. It really is as beautiful as it looks in this picture, although sadly not today. We're still just coming out of winter here in upstate New York. So everything's very gray, but on a beautiful day in the summer or fall, it genuinely looks like this. And you can see the beautiful Cuba Lake in the background. So we are delighted to be partnering with XCD on this program. And I'm going to walk you through some of the benefits of this program so that you can decide if it's right for you and what your learning journey will look like with this. So why Cornell? As the preeminent educational institution in the world focused on labor, employment, and work, the School of Industrial Labor and Relations, ILR, at Cornell University is dedicated to generating and disseminating knowledge that improves the lives of employees, organizations, and transforms the future of work. ILR positively impacts individuals and society through teaching, creating an engaging and challenging learning environment focused on the development of critical thinking and problem-solving skills that develop the next generation of leaders. ILR alums can be found as HR executives across the globe. In government, for example, Seth D. Harris was US Deputy Secretary of Labor in the Obama administration, and union leaders. J.C. Tratter was recently re-elected as president of the NFL Players Association. We pride ourselves on our research, generating innovative and relevant research in the social sciences that is focused on work, employment, and labor, that influences public policy, informs organizational strategy, and improves professional practice. And finally, through outreach, applying thought leadership and research into practice for workers, unions, organizations, and communities. And this breadth and depth of knowledge and experience is shared by all of our faculty at the ILR School, and we will be bringing that level of expertise and knowledge into this program. We're going to be working with our faculty, who will be, each of whom will be heading up a session, and so you're really going to benefit from that experience that they bring from teaching at the preeminent educational institution that focuses on labor and employment. So why Cornell External Education? Organizational challenges often benefit from multidisciplinary solutions. And in July 2020, Cornell took the bold step of integrating its executive education capabilities under one Cornell external education unit, thus combining the innovative learning experiences and methods of eCornell with the faculty-led capabilities of the universities, colleges, schools, and institutions. Cornell External Education provides our client partners access to faculty from across the university, including our New York City Innovation Campus, Cornell Tech, S.C. Johnson College of Business, Industrial Labor Relations School, Law, Engineering, and Schools, Colleges, and Applied Sciences. This new entity, which focuses on organizational solutions across a variety of disciplines and methodologies, is an innovative leader in the professional learning space. Through our partnership with XCD, we are able to broaden our global reach and offer these programs to a wider audience. And so we are very excited to be in this space, working with XCD, being able to offer these virtual blended programs that really target a wide audience and help share the knowledge and expertise of Cornell. So I'm going to talk a little bit about the evolution of the role of the CHRO and why this has become such a focus area and why it is important to keep on developing those skills. So there has been a shift in the role of CHRO and HR leaders in particular in the last 5+ years. It's shifted from being sometimes considered more of an administrative role to really a strategic role that is front and center of developing the business and helping deliver the CEO's vision for the organization through the business, through the successful hire of employees and so on. In 2015, HBR published an article by Ram Charan, Dominic Barton, and Dennis Carey, who proposed a revolution in the way organizations think about CHROs and HR in general. Similar to how the role of the CFO had been elevated from the role of accountant to the right-hand person of the CEO in the 80s, this article recommended that the CHRO should be sitting essentially on the other side of the CEO, so that these three roles would be working in harmony together. If people truly are the single most competitive advantage that a company has, then this should be leveraged for greater success in the market, and they should also be taking even more steps for both hiring and retaining great talent. This trend has definitely taken hold, starting with companies such as General Electric, BlackRock, Tata Communications, and Marsh, all of whom have acted on their commitment to the people side of the business. The fit between people and jobs can really make or break an organization. So being able to have the most advanced skills and technologies to assess and match right people to the roles is essential. Are your key performance indicators the right ones to deliver the desired outcomes? If not, how do you develop new ones, and how do you do it quickly to beat out your competition? How do you channel all of those things into the best possible workforce to deliver the best possible results and make sure that your people are also happy? So this trend was continuing, was beginning to take hold, showing great results. And then, of course, the pandemic hit, and it brought some major changes. Overnight, HR leaders had to take their entire organizations online overnight. Essentially, this has accelerated the changes that were already underway and might have happened organically, but it's moved them front and center. So people are now dealing with remote workforces, how you do everything virtually. It's absolutely changed the way we do work, how we operate in our businesses. And it's brought challenges, but it's also brought some successes as well. And these are some of the things that we'll be exploring in these sessions. Now, here we are. How do we move forward with this? It's also changed how people want to work, where they want to work, why they want to work. Having been forced to make significant changes under pressure during the pandemic, many people have reevaluated their priorities and are now making changes of their own. Who do they want to work for? Where do they want to live? Do they want to return to work in person or to continue to work remotely? Does that work better with their work-life balance? Are they caring for children, elderly parents? All of those things are really becoming very central to how people make decisions about their careers. In the US, we talk about the Great Resignation, about how people have decided maybe not to go back to work or pursue a different line of work. All of these things are very important for HR leaders to take into consideration. And then finally, what next? How do we prepare ourselves for the future of work? What trends are going to emerge in the coming years? How do we as business leaders set ourselves up for success? All of these things are really important issues that HR leaders are struggling with. And this program is designed to help you develop tools that you can use to tackle some of these issues. So the future of work is defined by the HR leaders of today, and to usher in the organization of the future, they need to reimagine the basic tenets of human resource management. As HR has evolved beyond the tactical scope of traditional HR practice and operational work, senior executives and leaders in the HR function have a critical role to play in business transformation. As I talked about earlier, being that, the triumvirate with the CEO and the CFO to really drive the business forward. Thus, human resources management today has transitioned to broader initiatives that support the overarching goals of the organization, from digital transformation to diversity and inclusion, culture to employee experience and analytics. To thrive in this ever-changing and complex ecosystem, HR leaders need a new set of skills and expertise. Cornell's HR Business Leadership Program is designed to empower business professionals in the HR space to tackle the challenges of the new normal. And this quote from Steve Mizell, the CHRO of Merck: going forward, we have to figure out how to make decisions more quickly and use technology to support that. It's all about keeping our employees satisfied and excited to be at Merck. Our employees are our greatest asset, and we need to leverage that as a competitive advantage. A quick overview of the HR Business Leadership Program highlights. The program is designed to help senior HR professionals gain a competitive edge and thrive in a highly disruptive global landscape. It's a modular program spread over 4 months with live online sessions facilitated by Cornell's acclaimed faculty. So there are 10 of these live sessions over the four-month period. These timely and impactful modules combine theory with real-world case studies and pre- and post-session assignments. The class size is capped to ensure a more intimate, interactive learning experience. We've learned through experience that keeping it small really means that people have an opportunity to engage with other participants, really engage with the faculty, and have a really beneficial, interactive learning environment. And that's why we keep these classes small. Also, as part of this program, you have a year-long access to the eCornell On-Demand Library, which has over 1,000 offerings in the business-led domain functions such as operations, marketing, finance, analytics. This is available to you throughout for a full year. And so if there are any topics that you want to dive into, this is at your fingertips. So it's a really wonderful add-on to the already excellent course offering here. And finally, at the end, you'll gain a certificate of completion from Cornell University, which you'll be able to share your achievements with colleagues on LinkedIn and so on. So the program structure, we've broken this down into 3 modules. The first module focuses on HR as CXO. Global organizations have realized that HR isn't simply about operations and benefits administration. Rather, it has the power to transform an organization by delivering competitive advantage through its most critical asset, people. This module equips senior HR leaders to add strategic value and insights to your organization, develop meaningful consulting relationships with key stakeholders, and align HR initiatives with business strategy. So there are three courses here: strategy in HR, HR as a business leader, and business intelligence and analytics for HR leaders, all of which will give you a really solid foundation and really build that business acumen muscle, so you're set up for success in this challenging environment that we find ourselves. The second module is HR as talent leader. The 3 courses here are HR and talent development, HR's role in driving inclusivity and organizational change. You'll learn to build a talent pipeline of next generation leaders. This module discusses talent development approaches from selection to implementation of effective plans that attract, retain, deploy, measure, and nurture talent to aligning talent strategies with desired business results, understand the core frameworks and methods in organizational design, and how these can be leveraged for strategy execution. So as we've said, the hiring and retention of your people is one of your core competitive advantages as you move forward. So understanding how to build that talent pipeline and really drive the business forward through smart hiring, using predictive analytics to understand what the next generation of employees are looking for in an organization to work for, how they measure their job satisfaction, what you can do proactively to ensure that that is in place. And then once you've hired the best people for the job, making sure that you can retain them and grow their career path, which is going to benefit your organization as well. Then the third module is HR as a change driver. The CHRO is in a unique position to be a catalyst for innovation within an organization. And so this module is really going to focus on this. We're going to look at HR alignment, the future of work, HR as a driver of innovation, and then finally leading change. HR professionals play a critical role in developing a culture of innovation and business transformation. Learn how to employ frameworks that you can use to ignite your organization's ingenuity and creativity. Understand how HR can artfully inspire people and motivate them to change by meeting them where they are with a fully realized, articulated vision for the future and concrete actionable items or how to get there. So this one really sort of brings everything together, and then that final unit, leading change, will give you a tool set and an action plan to move everything forward in your organization. And this is the program schedule. We are confirming faculty, and so this will be finalized within the next couple of days, but these are some of our top faculty within the ILR space, cutting edge research, excellent teachers. Really, these are going to be amazing sessions for you to participate in. Really some thought-provoking ideas, analysis of some of the hot topics that are facing HR leaders in today's environment, and some really tangible takeaways that you are going to be able to apply in your workplace and help drive your organization to the next level of success. And I just want to highlight our faculty advisor. Adam Seth Litwin is Associate Professor of Industrial and Labor Relations at the ILR School, and also serves as an Associate Editor at its flagship journal, the ILR Review. Litwin's research, anchored in industrial relations, examines the determinants and impact of labor relations, structure, and technical change. As a technologist, Litwin also writes on issues involving technological change, work, and workers in the healthcare sector, and has received awards from the Aspen Institute, the Alfred P. Sloan Foundation, the Labour and Employment Relations Association, and the International Labour and Employment Relations Association, amongst others. Litwin joined Cornell's ILR faculty in the fall of 2014 after serving as a standing faculty member at Johns Hopkins University, where he held appointments in the Carey Business School and the School of Medicine. So as faculty director, Adam Seth Litwin is going to provide the direction of this program. He's going to work closely with the faculty to make sure that there's a continuity between each of these classes, that the content is engaging and dynamic, and that this learning experience is going to deliver on everybody's expectations. So we're very excited to be working with him, and he's going to be wonderful in this capacity. And as previously mentioned, when you complete the course, you will be awarded this certificate, the certificate issued by Cornell University from the School of Labor Relations. It is the HR Business Leadership Program. You'll be able to share this with friends and colleagues and post it on social media and so on, and let everybody know that you have successfully completed this rigorous 10-month program. And that is the end of my presentation. We would be very happy to take questions. I will stop sharing now.
Thanks, Catherine. And we do, in fact, have questions from few of those who are probably right now watching the the webinar. So we have a question from Mayank, and he says, I have experience of over 20 years and I'm heading HR of roughly around 1,500 employees. Is this course suitable for me?
Absolutely. So one of the things about the role of HR, it's undergone a lot of transformation in the last few years. And so this program really pulls together some of those trends, some of the latest technologies, data analytics, those kinds of things. And so it will, even if you're a very experienced leader, it will provide you with an additional toolkit to help move your organization to the next level.
Absolutely. And just to add, so far the participants that we have, their average work experience is around 19 years. So to answer to Mayank's question, yes, he falls within the same bracket of work experience of those of other participants. We have a question from Chitrali, and she says, is it useful? Is this course useful for HR professionals with 10 plus years of experience?
Absolutely. So if you are looking to take your career to the next level, then this program is for you. It's going to, again, really expand your existing toolkit, help you understand within your own organization where might the next steps be for you, and really add value to your career path.
Sure. The other question we have is, to what extent does the program cover HR analytics?
So this is one of the building blocks of this course. Data analytics and HR analytics is something that is being used increasingly. One of our faculty, John Houseknecht, is a leading expert in this area. And so he will provide a session that does a deep dive in this. So HR analytics can be used not only to sort of align your existing employees to job roles and so on, but it can also be used in a predictive way to understand where there may be gaps either in your hiring practices or the talent that you currently have, understand what your competitors are doing. So that piece is really valuable, and it can be used across the broad spectrum of HR.
Sachin, and question from Rajneesh. He says, what is the time commitment required for pre and post work, and what is the kind of engagement that these pre and post work bring?
Absolutely. So pre-work is usually a short article or a video to watch prior to the session start date. And the purpose of this is to, get yourself in the right mindset so that the faculty can really spend that time doing a deep dive on the subject matter. It's usually between 30 minutes to 45. And then the post-work might be a quiz or a reflector exercise, something like that. And they're really designed to help you get the most value from the content that you absorb in the live sessions and really help that content stick. So the reflective exercise might be something like, you've just done a session on your future of work. Take 15 minutes to think about what the next steps you would need to take to move your organization forward, something like that. So it's helping you take that knowledge you've just acquired and then think about how you would apply it in your workplace. So that really makes it stick.
Catherine, we have a question from Ankur, and he says, what benefits apart from learning? Do we get alumni status? Do we have a library access? And like, do you want to take that question?
Absolutely. So currently we don't offer those pieces. What we do offer is the opportunity to build that virtual network. So, you're going to be in a cohort with people from different organizations who are also HR professionals. And over the course of 10 months, you're going to be networking, interacting. So you will be building that virtual professional network. And then, as you share this information out, there will be other people who recognize, oh, you have this certificate of completion from Cornell University. and that also helps develop that network as well.
Sure. And Catherine, do you also want to talk about the elective access?
Absolutely, yes. So in addition to the actual, the 10 live faculty-led sessions, we also offer a year's access to eCornell's on-demand library. So these are, each course is about 45 minutes long. They are taken from the eCornell courses that are all authored by Cornell faculty and sort of condensed into bite-sized units. So you can, if a topic arises in your live session and you're like, oh, I wonder if there's something in the on-demand library that might just provide a little bit more information on that, or build out into a different direction, you have access to all of those courses. And as I said, they're designed to be sort of very accessible, quick sort of knowledge dumps that you can acquire very, very readily, but also very, very educationally sound, because they're all authored by Cornell faculty.
Thanks so much, Catherine. And we have a few more questions, but in the interest of time, maybe we will ask our outreach team to get in touch with some of the participants who, or rather prospect participants who have shared their queries. But thanks a lot, Catherine, for spending your Saturday morning with us, answering and demystifying this program for our prospective participants. Thank you so much.
My pleasure.
Thank you. Thank you to all the participants and prospect participants who are part of this program. Thank you.